Hello everyone, and sorry I am late today joining you live. My son has run off, he keeps running off with my phone stand, and the only one I can find is the one that doesn't adjust, so I've had to wedge things behind it. So easy. Hello, good morning, Pamela. So Jack's in my bad books. He's run off with my phone stand. And I've had to make do with this one, which is wobbling around. Hopefully it won't fall over. So he's in trouble. He's doing really well at school though, really well. So I'm just putting some tinted sunscreen on. Another stressful morning, but you don't want to hear it, guys. I'm just happy to be with you all. You're my reprieve from the horrible world of estate agents and other people that you just cannot trust as far as you can throw them. So it's nice to be amongst friends. Now, let me get my skincare out. I need it. I think I've caught the sun. I've not been as strict with my sunscreen. So I'm probably going to have lots of pigmentation to show for it. But never mind. We have to do what we can do. That's what I want. Excuse me being off camera for a second. I have my skincare box. How is everyone today? Let me hear from you all. I'll put some eye rescue on. I think I need eye A&E. Accident and emergency. And then mind rescue. You're all very quiet, or have I missed you? Let's see. Hello, I've just Pamela at the moment. And how are you, Pamela, today? You got so many new products. I can't keep up with them all. I'm really pleased to hear that, Pamela. And you're looking stunning. Every video. Too many. No, you can never have too many. No, come on. You're talking to me now, Pamela. You can never have too many makeup items. And anyway, you give a lot of yours away. I buy them and I only give a fraction of mine away. So, you know, you're totally justified. Imagine the amount that you get, but then not giving them away. Because that's what my collection looks a bit like. I give some things away, but I haven't got as many people to give them away. I wouldn't be able to move if I didn't give Tell me about it. Mick keeps finding things, it's still in the flat, and saying, you open a little cupboard and out comes more stuff. It's driving him bonkers. But that's what you do in a small flat. You put things away and then you forget that you've got them, and so you buy more. And I've noticed when you're in a bigger place, you don't buy as much because you know where everything is. And you think, oh, no, I've got that. It's in that cupboard. So I'm definitely not buying as much. Because I can find things. Right, that's magic cream. I hope you're not getting bored of Charlotte Tilbury, because I haven't had the energy to get much else out. I know you've seen my avocado palette, but what I thought I'd do today is I've just got a rough idea of what I want to do while I'm chatting to you all. And I thought I'd do the new palette by Charlotte Tilbury. Hello, Shahina. I thought I'd do a look with this new palette again, but I thought I'd combine it with some Eyes to Mesmerise. See if I could get a look combining the two. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I need to get some foundation. I might put a little bit of colour corrector on today. See that thing? It's still there. I'm going to have to go to an optician and see if they can adjust these glasses, because it's really causing a bad mark and discomfort there. And I can't figure out why. They're plastic. They're plastic frames. They don't look like they're cutting in. I don't understand why it's causing that. I'd understand if they had a metal rim, but oh, it sounds pretty. Thank you, Pamela. Right, where am I? I need to get my base products, and they are here. Hopefully I have everything at my fingertips. So I've done a lot this morning, and I just need to switch off now. I didn't go out. I thought I've got to sort out, you know, little things that I just thought, oh, got to sort that out. Got to sort that out. Tax and bank accounts and boring, horrible stuff. Now, I'm going to put on a little bit of... Hello, Shoshana. I'll put on a little bit of... I'm gonna do Airbrush Flawless again, and I'm gonna put a bit of Flawless filter underneath. This is in shade 3. That'll do. Let's cover that little red mark. Go away, red mark. Has anyone else got a solution for glasses that might give you red marks on your nose? Let me know. Because this is the first pair that's done that. I'm going to get my brushes. Now, I saw Charlotte's doing a kit with the new Airbrush Flawless foundation and this brush, if I can find it. Come on, brush. Now, I will warn you, this brush is good, but it annoys me. And I'll tell you why it annoys me. It's very good for buffing in foundation. This is her complexion brush, her magic complexion brush. And she's selling that in a kit with the new Airbrush Flawless foundation. But it molts. It molts. Look, even as I do that now, I've got hairs coming off on my hand. And I wash it carefully, but it always molts. And it has been a criticism lodged quite a bit. Please don't come off. If I do that, hopefully they'll come off on my hand before I start using it. Because I don't like tickly hair over my face. So this is Flawless filter I'm doing first, just to give me a bit of a sheen underneath, so it doesn't look quite as matte. And I must keep an eye on the time as I started late, because Jack finishes school earlier at this school. And if you don't get there early enough, everyone has bagged the parking spaces. And even though there's 3 disabled bays, the parents of that school seem to think that come pick-up time, disabled bays don't count. So they just all park in them and on the chevrons and everything else. I just came, which foundation? Right, I just put on Flawless filter underneath as a primer to give me a bit of a glow. So So at the moment, I've just used Flawless Filter, and I'm now going to put Airbrush Flawless over the top. So I like putting Flawless Filter underneath because it just gives it a bit more of a glow. Definitely make a complaint to the school about that. Yeah, do you know what it is? I don't want to have a run-in with all the parents. I want to start making friends. And I know, I'd have to say that I pulled up the other day and someone had quickly reversed into a disabled bay and she saw me and drove out of it again. I think when they see somebody that needs it, people are generally polite, but it's kind of, they just think, no, I'll just pull in here because we're all picking up our son and first come, first serve. But yeah, I probably should. I just don't have the energy to complain. Do you ever feel like that? You just think, oh, just... Right, I've just mixed warm and neutral, 7.5, together on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to dot some around my face. Oh, that's good. You're all saying hello to one another. And I've already got a molten hair. I can feel it just about there. And it's annoying me. I don't know whether it's the lighting in here, but I actually seem to be darker at the moment. It must be because I've not been as diligent with my sunscreen. Right, I'm using Airbrush Flawless, and I'm going to show you what Retoucher looks like with it, because it does look lovely. So I'm not going to use Magic Away today. I'm going to use the Retoucher instead. Because what I said, if you saw my video last week, I suddenly thought, let me try it, because actually Airbrush Flawless Foundation, depending on how you apply it, is very full coverage. And actually, you know, you could use this as a concealer in itself. But once you've got this on, you really don't need that much of a full coverage concealer. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to try Retoucher, and it looks really lovely with it. Has anyone tried that? It was my tip of the week. I know Shoshana was going to try it. Shoshana, have you tried using Retoucher over Flawless, Airbrush Flawless yet? If so, let me know what you thought of it, because I'm dying to know. The only thing with the Retoucher is I've only got one shade. I've only got shade 3. But never mind. You haven't worn... Oh, right, yes. Well, it's getting cold here, hence my roll necks have come out. And I wish I could show you these, but I got my goodbye present from the lymphedema service. I don't think I can show you them. How can I show you them? I'm not that supple. I've got purple tights, lymphedema tights. So instead of looking like a granny, I now look really trendy. But I want to get an outfit now to go with them because they're purple. But they're cool purple. They're not the kind of burgundy purple. Yeah, they're lovely. I wish I could show you them. I'll take a picture and I'll put it up later on in community chat. Because I don't think I could lift my legs up that high to get it on camera. In fact, I don't think I know. But I want to I want to consult you, Shoshana, because I know you're very good on fashion. Shoshana's the fashion girl. I want to consult you on a nice outfit that might look good with these purple tights. I was thinking maybe this jumper and a very plain black pinafore dress, and then let the tights be the thing. Hello, Terry. So now I'm going to go in with, shall I use a little bit of, I might just use a little bit of the shade 2 colour corrector. Just a little bit. I'm not going to mix them today. I'll just use a tiny bit of the colour corrector in the lighter shade. No, I've only got 7.5 warm and 7.5 neutral. I haven't had a chance yet to go play. Although I do live near a Debenhams now, a department store, so I've just been getting really tired because there's stairs here, and it's wearing me out. So when I've got the day to myself, I tend to want to rest and not go out because it's really wearing me out. You know, I use up a lot of energy to try and climb the stairs. A lot of the time I go up on all fours, but I can't really do anything about it because it's rented, so we're not going to be here for long. So I've just got to kind of, I get Jack to do a lot of, can you go and take this up for me, or can you bring this down for me? But it is tiring me out. Now, retoucher. So I just put a little bit of shade 2 of Magic Vanish. And now I'm going to use the retoucher over this, which I think looks lovely. I think it looks nicer than Magic Away because the foundation is quite full coverage anyway. So I don't think you need a full coverage concealer as well. I just think it looks beautiful with it. See? I think because everyone had got into the Magic Away when this came out, they all wanted to double it up with that. Oh, the foundation or the retoucher, Shazia. It settles a bit into fine lines. Yeah. It can do. I think anything that's matte has got the potential to do that. So there's the retoucher. Can you see that? It just allows you to go over areas without adding too much more coverage. I think it works quite well with this foundation. So if you have a retoucher, have a go using the retoucher. And now finish off with a little bit of powder. And then I thought I'd do something with the Starry Eyes to Hypnotise, but also with her cream Eyes to Mesmerise. So some Eyes to Mesmerise and Hypnotise. We should think up another product. Eyes to something eyes. Come on, there's Hypnotise, Mesmerise. What other word could she have for a new product? Eyes to something eyes. Let's have a think. Come up with your suggestions. Eyes to Scrutinise. There you go. Eyes to Scrutinise. Come up with some others. Gemma, even an hour or so after, because I hate it when I first put it on. But as the day goes by, it's pretty. The foundation. Right. Yeah, I get that. So it's as it's combining with the oils in your skin, you like the look of it. Try mixing it with Magic Cream. If that's what you're finding, try get. It makes a beautiful BB cream. Try mixing it with Magic Cream. Or if you haven't got Magic Cream, any moisturiser. Eyes to monetize. I don't think she'll bring that one out. That's a bit too hard sell. Any other words? Eyes to scrutinize we've had from me, and eyes to monetize from Shana. Any other suggestions for a word that ends in eyes? Oh, that's all. Oh, I'm really sorry. I feel so responsible when I wax lyrical about something and then it doesn't suit someone else. But it just is strange. Things that work on some people don't work on others. It's like with me, Wonderglow. A lot of people rave about Wonderglow, and it does absolutely nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. And yet it's one of her cult bestsellers, you know, but it does nothing. What did I do with the box of that one? Right. So let's have a look at her. I don't know what I'm doing here. Right, let's have a look at her eyes to mesmerize. Any more words? We've got hypnotize, mesmerize. Then we've made up the other two words. Monetize and scrutinize. Now, let me see. Right, so I'm just trying to think what I can combine with what. I like just improvising on the spot, but with a vague idea. I haven't used... Seduce Glow is still a bit too evening-y. I could either do Seduce Glow, I don't mind, because I'm only going to pick Jack up and I'll be in the car. What do you think? I'm going to leave it up to you. I haven't used Happy Glow yet, and I haven't used Seduce Glow, which is that one. Do you want to see Happy Glow or Seduce Glow? Vote now and I'll go with the majority. So, Happy Glow or Seduce Glow trio? Vote now and I'll go with the majority. So Happy Glow are kind of browns, and then Seduce Glow is sort of black and grey and sort of more cool. Eyes to paralyse, eyes to sympathise. Brilliant, Terry, I love it. Eyes to paralyse. The words are, the ideas that you could come up with are endless, aren't they? Eyes to seduce. Yeah, but we need to have it, Gemma, with eyes on the end of it. Seduce eyes. Oh, sorry, you're answering this, aren't you? Oh, are you answering this? Seduce. Right, sorry, Gemma. So Gemma's opting for Seduce Glow. I thought you were answering the other thing. See, my head is all over the place. I am so ditzy at the moment. I think that's the right word, ditzy. So we've got one for Seduce. Anybody else? Seduce or Happy? Eyes to dramatise. Seduce or Happy? I'll wait another minute or so, and then if not, I'll go with Seduce. And I need to get a blending brush out for my eyes. Eyes to sterilise. Happy. Right, we've got one vote for Happy, one for Seduce. I tell you what I'm going to do. As we got one each, I will go with Happy, because I think there are more eyes to mesmerise that will go with it. Yeah, happy. Happy eyes. Right, we're going with happy. And I will go with... I'm just looking to see which cream eyeshadow to put with it. Just bear with me a second. I think I might use Star Gold, actually. Or Bet. Bet would look nice. Bet would look nice with it. Okay, I'm going to use Bet. Okay. Or shall I use Star Gold? No, I'll use Bet. So I'm just going to put some Bet on with my fingers and then blend it in with a blending brush. So this is the Bet Eyes to Mesmerise. And I'm going to put that on first and blend it in with a brush. It's good because I haven't used Bet for quite some time. There you go. Let me just check that this brush is nice and clean. And take that hair off my face from the foundation brush. It's still there. I can see it. Go away. Right. I just blend out the top there. Actually, I think I can blend it with my fingers, but... Okay, so that's Bet. And then I'm going to go with Happy Glow. A bit of Happy Glow. So I'm going to put the first one, the prime shade, which has supposedly got diamond powder in it. I'm going to put that over the top and I'm going to put it on the inner part of my eyelid to open up my eyes. Hello, Linda. Oh, that's good. You could make it. And everybody, just because Linda was the one that alerted me about Samantha. Samantha Jael, just a little update. She's having an operation right now on her brain to remove some of the tumour. It's not, apparently it's not going to cure, but it's going to extend her life. So let's all pray for Samantha. Yes, I've seen the new Victoria Beckham makeup and I'm very, very tempted to get some. Right, so that is the diamond powder prime shade. I'm going to put a little bit on with my fingers because shimmer shades always look better when you put them on with your fingers. And then I'm going to put the enhanced shade on of Happy Glow. And build up in the socket. You've ordered the eye pencils, haven't you, Shoshana? I want the burgundy one. I like the burgundy one and I like the navy palette. Those are the ones that I've got my eye on. Do you know if they're in department stores anywhere? Or have you got to order them on a website? Because I was going to have a look in Debenhams. I know she's not selling them through Estee Lauder now, is she? If I get them, I'll certainly do a review. I need a smudge brush. Give me a smudge brush. So this is like a kind of amped up version of Golden Goddess. Yeah. That's what I would say, an amped up version of Golden Goddess. A bit more sparkly. I haven't got the burgundy one yet. Oh, it's Shoshana, I think, might have it. but I'm thinking of getting the burgundy one. So I think it'd be lovely for autumn. So if I get it, I'll definitely do a review. Online only, okay. And now I'm going to go in with the smoke shade, which is it's a matte kind of mustard shade. So I'm going to use that, be perfect to put here in the corner. It's another good one that ties in with my hair colouring. Oh, she's got a London store, has she? Oh, well, that's out for me now. Unless I look at it at the weekend. I tend to go into my flat, pick up a few things and out again. I don't miss London at all. Not at all. I think I probably would have done had I not had any children and I'd moved out. But I feel like we're more of a family here. So now I wonder if I can use that one. So the diamond one, the prime shade, I'm just trying to work out. I think it's a little bit on the dark side. I'm going to take the prime shade from Dream Glow to use as a highlighter on my upper brow, my brow bone. So it's quite a safe look. Sorry, I hope you don't think it's too boring. But pretty nevertheless. Not me, the look. What I will do is I'm going to use the black out of Seduce Glow. And I'll do a black liner. I know, probably I should do a dark brown. But I'm going to use it to do a dark line. Where's my liner brush? Come on, liner brush. Let me keep an eye on the time. What time are you? Oh, we're okay. We're doing fine for time. So I'm using her liner brush and I'm just going along with the black in Seduce Glow to line my eyes. You may want to use brown with this look, but it just gives me an excuse to use the Seduce Glow trio as well by using the black. See, it is quite pigmented when you put it on with a brush. What's that? I like the eye look. Has a hint of full. I don't like dramatic eye looks. More natural is my style. Oh, well, that's good. Now, can you see what a difference just putting that black liner? See the difference between that eye and that eye? It makes quite a difference. And what I'll do is I'm also going to take the prime shade from Seduce Glow and I'll use it as a pop shade in the centre of my lid in a minute. So that way I've incorporated two shadows from Seduce Glow as well, just to pep it up a bit. For Gemma, who asked for Seduce Glow. we are. So I'm going to take this one here with my fingers and use it as a pop shade. This one. Just to highlight the centre of my lid. That didn't do a lot, did it? Let's try again. Yeah, there's a new Pillow Talk palette coming out. It's a palette of pops. So they're all pop shades. And Really Ree has got early access. So if you have a look at her channel, I don't know whether to get them. I probably will. You know me, I probably will. But again, yeah, they're all a bit similar. And I'm getting to that point now where I've got all her palettes. And someone else talked about this. I'm getting to the point where I think, oh, you know, I should because I've got all the others. But I'm getting to a point where I'm thinking, oh, I'm just doing it now for the sake of it. Because they all look very similar. I just wish she'd bring out I'd love her to bring out a blue palette. Just a blue palette, not just a sparkly blue to put on your lids, but a blue palette with a navy blue, matte navy, maybe a sky blue pop shade, and yeah, and a sort of, you know, a light one to put in the brow bone. Yeah, I mean, I do use some of my palette of pops, but I think they caught on to the fact that Pillow Talk sells well. Anything that says Pillow Talk, which is fine. I still think there's scope to use that. But I think I'd like to see a Pillow Talk eyeliner. And when I say Pillow Talk eyeliner, I mean a kind of reddy brown rock and coal. Because Barbarella Brown is a bit too dark. And Audrey goes well with it, but it's a bit hard, especially on older lids. So they brought out a lighter brown, reddy brown, rock and coal and called it Pillow Talk eyeliner. I would love that. Or a Pillow Talk Eyes to Mesmerise in a kind of rose gold colour. No, sorry, not rose gold, because we've got rose gold. I mean a Pillow Talk Colour Chameleon in rose gold. Call it Pillow Talk Colour Chameleon. Then I would definitely be up for that. But otherwise, I think there's a danger. What do you think? I feel there's a danger they could overdo the Pillow Talk craze and people get fed up. But having said that, you know I'll probably end up buying it. Yes, Pillow Talk eyeliner. Rock and coal because it's nice and soft, but a lighter brown with a kind of red tone behind it. So it's got more warmth in it than Barbarella Brown. A reddy brick brown, but lighter. And call it Pillow Talk because it would go beautifully with the Pillow Talk palette. And if they wanted a Pillow Talk eye cheat, so it had a hint of pink in it. You know, there's other things they could do that I think would be a little bit more inventive. Yes, a bit samey lately. I think a lot of people are feeling that. Sorry, Charlotte, you know I love you. But I'm sure I'm not the first to say it. Bit samey. Yeah. Right, I need some mascara now and some brow stuff. And then, I mean, I could put any lipstick with this. Right, we want some mascara and I want my brow pencil. Ah, Lisa Eldridge coming back in stock. You see, you guys are more in tune with what's going on in the makeup world at the moment than me. and I should be doing a bit more research. But at the moment I'm researching estate agents and valuation fees and stamp duty and stuff I don't want to research. So this is her brow lift. No, she hasn't sold her company. It was going to be bought, I think, by Estee Lauder, but it didn't go through. So no, Linda, she was going to, but she didn't. Which I'm glad, because Estee Lauder owns a lot now. It's sort of, you know how with drugs, everything seems to be made by Glaxo Wellcome. It used to be there was Glaxo and then it was Wellcome, and then they combined, with something else, and it's become this monster organisation that owns everything when it comes to buying drugs like paracetamol, or, sorry, in America you don't call it paracetamol, do you? Advil, isn't it, in America? Anyway, I can't remember what you call it. But they bought up everything and they just became this monster firm. And I think Estee Lauder's become a bit like that in the makeup world, is that they've just been buying up everything. And then there's a danger that they'll be making everything and all the makeup will just be made in the same factory. And I think when you get to that point, then there's a danger that there's nothing really exciting and new. What do you think about the fact that Victoria Beckham has gone it alone this time and not done it through Estee Lauder? Ibuprofen is different to paracetamol, but in America they call paracetamol they call it something else, and I can't remember what they call it now. The name has gone from my head. Tylenol. Tylenol. Right, there's my mascara. Thank you, Gemma. I was worried it looked a bit boring, but I'm glad you like it. Okay, so we'll do lipstick and then we'll do blusher. Does anyone have any questions? Let's throw open questions. You can ask me anything. Obviously, if it's too personal, I might say I'd rather not answer that, but I doubt that you're going to do that. But go on, ask me anything. Ask me anything. Well, because I enjoy chatting with you guys, so I'm going to throw open the questions. Ask me whatever you like. It doesn't have to be makeup related. Hello, Ali, Selenita Makeup. Hello. Selenita Makeup. I think I've pronounced that right. Excuse me a minute, I'm shuffling. Is the green fireplace growing on me? Yeah, a bit like, you know how mould grows on you, Shoshana? That's how it's growing on me. Not. And you know what? I was going to get this backdrop, and the only reason I haven't, well, obviously, one, I'm trying to save a bit of cash, and I need things like beds and sofas. probably before I need a backdrop. But secondly, because at the thought of having to move it as well, I just don't want to buy more stuff that I've got to move to a new place. But no, I don't like it. No. I know a lot of you do, which surprised me, but no. Growing on me like mould. Now, let's see, what shall I use? How about Glowing Jen? Glowing Jen, I think. And what did you put on your eyes again? Was it Bet? And are you glad you're out of London with all the knife crime? Yes, it was Bet. And yes, I'm glad I'm out of London. And I'm glad that Jack's out of London more specifically, because Jack is very, because he's grown up in central London, he is very streetwise because he's had to be. But I want him to have a childhood as well. I didn't want him to become too streetwise. And the secondary school that a lot of his friends went to is right in the middle of a busy city road. And apparently it's not bad now. His brother used to go to it. And he's at school today. His brother used to go to it, and his brother didn't get on well there. Apparently it's improved since then, but I'm just glad he's away from it, and definitely with the knife crime. Now, to be honest, there's knife crime in Essex. There's knife crime all over the country, but I just think that there's more of a community out here that are going to pick up and do something. You know, if there's a problem at school, I just see more intervention going on. Whereas I think there's more, on the whole, there's more of an acceptance in London that that's just the way it is, and less of a community. So yes, very glad. Any other questions? Right, I'm putting hot gossip on. Anything you've thought, I've always wanted to ask Ali about that. I can't think of anything that you're going to ask. Yes, the knife crime is getting out of hand in London, particularly. I can't think of anything that I wouldn't answer, but you know me, I would tell you if it was too personal. But yeah, go ahead, ask me what you like. Anything you think. I've always wanted to ask Ali that. The best under eye setting powder. The best thing is to not use it at all. But if you're going to use it, I'm trying to think of the best, because three come to mind. Okay? The Becca under eye setting powder is very good. The e.l.f. under eye setting powder is exactly the same as the Becca one. If you're on a budget, I cannot tell any difference between the two. Very light, it's like the difference between, if you think about flour that you're cooking with. If you think about setting powder as flour, and then you think about the under eye setting powder, it's more like corn flour in texture. And Charlotte's either of Charlotte's powders, but I think e.l.f. is brilliant if you really want, and it's about £4, really good. And the only reason I haven't been using it is got not to hand. Yeah, so thank you for the analogy, but it is. So if you think of flour versus corn flour is what I would describe as e.l.f. and Becca under eye setting powder. It's very, very fine. But if you can, avoid using it altogether. Is your mobility better now you're in a bigger house? no, not at the moment. It will be, but no. In fact, it's worse. And my pain's been worse. Now, that's because the place that I'm in at the moment is rented. So I can't do anything to it. And it's quite an old house, so the doorways are quite narrow. So I've actually got my wheelchair out. Thought, yeah, I can start moving around in my wheelchair, but it won't fit through any of the doors. I can't manoeuvre my wheelchair around any of the doors because the doors are too narrow, and it's got stairs. It's got a second floor. Now, when I get my permanent place, it is going to have 2 floors, but I'm going to either install a lift or a stair lift. Then it will be ideal. Then the place that I'm looking at has got it's got wide doors and it's got a wide hallway, and I'll be able to manoeuvre my wheelchair. But at the moment, because I'm in this interim place, I can't do anything to it. So no, not really. I've got further to walk around and I've got stairs. So yeah, while I'm in the interim place, no. Yeah, well, it just has to be what it has to be. It's a stepping stone until I get to what I need to be at. I'm going to try the Elf. I was tempted to try Hourglass Vale. I haven't tried Hourglass Vale. I've got the Hourglass ambient lighting palette, which is very good. But Elf is, honestly, try Elf first. It comes in a tiny pot. It's about £5. Really good. Right, and I'm now going to put Glowing Gen on. And check the time before I put my blusher on. No, we're doing fine for time. Oh, this goes nicely with this look. Elf Paw Putty. Oh, I haven't tried that. Elf have got a really nice, I used to take it in my work bag. They've got this really nice liquid eye makeup in rose gold. And I used to carry it with me in my handbag. No, it's called Under Eye Setting Powder. Elf Under Eye Setting Powder. It's not called Smooth and Set. It's definitely called Elf Under Eye Setting Powder. And it's in a smaller pot than the other ones. What I'll do is after I come off here, it might not be straight away. It might be after I've picked Jack up. I will find it and I'll put a link. Hopefully they haven't stopped selling it. Now I've bigged it up. But it's exactly the same as the Becca one. Exactly the same. Has anyone tried Trini London makeup? Yes. I've got loads of Trini London. You can really celebrate when you get to your new place. Let's have an online live Ali Pally party. Yes. Can't wait. I can't wait. Shall I put a bit of gloss over this? So that is Glowing Gen. I'll put a little bit of gloss if I can find my glosses. Or let me just do my blush first. Let's do my blush. What have I got here? What's this say? What's this say? Come on, blushes. Are you blushes? Note your eye palettes. And you're falling out the box. What's happening here? Everything's falling out on me. Blushes, blushes. Blushes. Ah, that's my glosses. These might have some blushes in. What's in here? Oh, let's put a beach stick on. No, I know what we'll do. We'll put on a Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in, because that's in here, in Peachgasm, I think. Let's do Peachgasm. Come on, Peachgasm. Where are you? There you are. So, have I missed any other questions? I quite like answering questions. It says it's been discontinued. Oh, bum. That was good as well. Really good. Okay, well, then I would say Becca Under Eye Setting Powder or Charlotte's. Either of Charlotte's. But I'll see if I can find another one. I might try the one that you just said, the set and whatever, and tell you what I think about it. I'm going to the wrong parties. I've lost track of the conversation. Oh, you only see cupcakes at tea parties. Sorry, you're talking to one another. Right, you'll bring the cupcakes. Yes, so I have tried Trini London. If you look back, I've done a review of some Trini London products. I went to Trini London and I had a makeover there and I bought a whole load of stuff. I tend not to use it, not because I don't like it. I tell you what, Trini London is, I would say, is probably not suitable for a lot of you that watch me. A lot of you. If you're somebody that loves experimenting with makeup and you love the process of putting on makeup, then you're going to get bored. Because she's doing a magnetic brush set now, is she? Oh, I must have a look. Because Trini London is very good if you're somebody that doesn't like the process of putting on makeup and you want something that's quick and easy and rush out the door. If you're that person, you will love Trini London. And when I was working and I was in a hurry and I was tired and I'm in pain or whatever, and I really just don't want to be bothered doing too much, and yet I want to look good, Trini is perfect for that. But for me, makeup and the application of makeup helps me to switch off from all my stresses and pains and whatever. I enjoy that process. And if you enjoy that, then it's too simple and you're going to get bored. But if you really can't stand it and you want to look really well done up, but you don't want to take too long and you don't want lots of products, then Trini London is great. And I'll come back and I'll dig out my Trini London and I'll do a makeup look with Trini London, because it's been a while since I've done one and I've had a couple of people asking me about it. So I'll definitely do that. But they're all cream products and most of it really good if you've got problems with coordination and you struggle with brushes, because you basically put everything, you can put everything on with your fingers and it looks flawless, you know, it really does. So I'm going to leave it at that. I quite like that. And I think I don't really need highlighter because that Peachgasm gives me a glow anyway. And I think Glowing Jen goes really well with it. So I'm happy. What do you think? I'm going to sit and have my cup of tea. Keep an eye on the time. I think I've got a few minutes left. Any last questions before I go? And I don't mind finishing on one more question. If anyone has a burning question. It can be about makeup. It can be about me. Whatever you want to ask. Put a bit of gin in your teacup. Do you think I should get my backdrop? Or shall I wait until I move? What do people think of this fireplace? Do you like it or not? I don't like it. But let me know. What do you think? Do you like it? I didn't get the nail varnishes today because I was too exhausted to go out. So instead I sorted out a few things. You think I should get the backdrop? Get the backdrop. Don't listen to me. I'll have you overspending. I'm not worried about that. You know what? It's not... I did set some money aside for the backdrop, so it's fine. But it's about moving it. It's like getting one more thing that I've got to move. That was my reservation. It's like, oh God, do I want something else? I've got to actually get into a removal van and pack up and whatever. But yeah, no, that's good. So you're both saying get the backdrop. Anyone like the fireplace? I know somebody messaged me and said they liked it. Who likes the fireplace? There it is, look. Who likes it? You like it? Do you know what? For years and years, I didn't like it. The fireplace is different, very old, I'm thinking. Yes, very old. The people that lived here were elderly, and I think the man died, and I think his wife became very ill afterwards and is now in a nursing home, which is why they don't want to do the place up. They want to keep it as it is. So I was a perfect tenant because I didn't want to come in and renovate it and stay here for a year. I just want it as a kind of stopover. Because I think they'd had other interests, but they wanted to come in and paint everything. And they didn't want to do that because their mum's still alive, but in a home. So, yeah, that's fine. I said I'll look after it. I can understand that. Anyway, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go and pick Jack up from school. I'm going to try and get there a bit early so I can nab the disabled bay, which is rightfully mine. And I will... You show it again. Show the fireplace. Okay. There is the fireplace. It's kind of 50s, isn't it? It's kind of 50s type style. You love it. All right. So we'll call it the Marmite fireplace then. You either love it or hate it. I couldn't say I hate it, but it's not my cup of tea, really. All right, I'm going to go. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon. And I'll try and do another makeup video this week. It won't be a live, but and watch this space because I'm going to try and do a few spontaneous lives at different times to catch our friends in Australia and to catch our friends in the States that actually don't get up until it's about 3 or 4 in the afternoon here. So have a great day, everyone. See you all very soon. Take care. Bye. Thank you for watching. Mwah!